everybody, welcome to BrickVault. In this video, we're taking a closer look at the wonderful Lego creation. This is the Red Fox. What we have here is something a bit different from what we usually show off here in the channel. Instead of a mechanically based build, this is somewhat of a still life creation that's more akin to an ABS sculpture more than anything else. The Red Fox comes from the incredibly talented designer Felix Jentzsch, and this is just one example of many animal creations from his collection. This mock, however, is just a little different because the building instructions can be found at our web store at www.brickvault.toys. So if you wanted to build it, there you can get the PDF step-by-step instructions as well as a digital parts list for quickly ordering the parts online. Purchasing instructions is a great way to help support us here at the channel and the dedicated builders that work with us, like Felix. This is his first design on the web store, and if you're familiar with his work, leave a comment below if you'd like any more of his amazing animals or creations up in the web store. Alright, but let's actually take a closer look now at the Red Fox. First thing I want to do before you guys start filling up the comment section below is show this off next to the original Red Fox design that he made a few years ago. We did a video showing that model off back then, and now you can see how the designer revisited and updated his creation. In many ways, a custom build is never really finished, and it's fun to see what fresh eyes will see when coming back to a finished model. The most noticeable difference when looking at both models side by side is that the later creation is a much smoother finish, with many of the brick high angles chopped up into more gradual curves by adding plates, and in essence the blocky style of the building is taken to a higher resolution. There are on top of that a few small structural changes made to the build as well. It alters the shape of the fox to a very minor degree, and for the most part the large blocks moved around on the inside of the model make it just a bit more durable. This is especially true when referring to the connection of the tail to the body, and there's also a bit of a different change up around the belly and the back legs of the fox as well. Moving forward to the face though, you can see just a minor change to the top of the head, and now let's take the older model out of the picture and just focus on what this main build here is, the Red Fox. Firstly, I'd like to say the shape of the fox face is incredibly expressive. I still find the simple change of stud orientation very effective for creating the cheeks and eyes. And then I'd say my personal favorite part of the face is the orange wing plates making up the brows right above the eyes. As we move down along the body of the model, here we get, or at least I get, a general impression of captured energy. And what I mean by that is the fox really does look like it is maybe creeping forward or slowly stalking an animal that it can see in the brush. It feels like we have something in mid-motion, or maybe the fox itself has stopped in mid-creep and is still observing something through the woods. The subtle dimensions and proportions of the model that really make it look lifelike are what separate this model from something that would come from an average playset, and I'd say there's a pretty strong argument to say that this model is a work of art more than anything else. So that being said, it's obvious that this thing isn't a play model. There's no play functions, and when handling this Red Fox, I'd say it's about as solid as you might expect. The body is extremely strong. This blocky build generally lends itself to being pretty structurally sound. The head is strong, the ears don't break off, the nose even stays on quite well, and the tail, though it does have that thinner point of connection by the body, is still pretty much rock solid. It's not weight bearing, it's not like you could pick up the model by the tail necessarily, but all of the extremities are as strong as you might expect. So that means the legs, being a little bit thinner, could pop off if you were sliding this on a table, let's say, and it hit a bump, and those paws are actually attached just by one stud each. So I would definitely say the paws are probably the weakest point in the build. But at the end of the day, being a display model, the main thing I'm looking for here is the ability to pick it up without feeling nervous, and as you can see, that is very much the case. So like I said in the beginning of this episode, this is a little bit of a different kind of build that we're adding to the web store. We're really excited about it because we've been huge fans of Felix Jentzsch as a designer for quite a while, and if you were interested in building this model yourself, check out our web store. That's www.brickvault.toys. And if you enjoy our content, feel free to like or subscribe, and once again, comment below if you want to see more builds like this in the future. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.